Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of V Talk. I'm here with Tobi Moyle, the founder of Life is a Ladder Coaching. I had the privilege of meeting Tobi while taking a 30-day challenge seminar that was talking about social media, and that's one of the topics we're going to talk about today. It's something that I was very unfamiliar with, and she was a wonderful and is a wonderful coach. She's my coach. She's someone that works with individuals across different businesses and occupations. So welcome, Tobi.
Thank you for having me, Verdelle. I appreciate it. Thanks for the warm introduction.
I wanted to talk to you today about a few things that many of us are struggling with in this new COVID environment. We don't have this opportunity to meet individuals face to face anymore. We've had to change the way we do business, and social media is a big topic that we're all talking about. So can you talk to me about, why social media is important?
Yeah, it's a really great point and a good question. Gosh, social media, right? It's just the new way that we do business, the new way that we connect, as you mentioned. And unfortunately, this year it's been an unusual year to say the least, and so we're not able to get out and socialize as we like to do. And especially in business, it's not only something we like to do to socialize and to connect with people, but it's something that you have to do to be successful with any business. So social media, it's something that we've known for a while now, with sharing with friends and family members and sharing photos and videos of our kids and our pets and all that good stuff. And now, like you mentioned, we're using it in a different way to actually connect with prospects, to keep in touch with our past clients and our databases, which is very important. So it's a very hot topic, and it's actually, I think, kind of forced our hand a little bit in the business world to start embracing the Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, especially. Like you said, is this another valid format? I like to say, Verdelle, that it's, even if you don't like, let's just say, social media on a personal level, if it's something that you think there's more negative things that have come from social media than positive, I can make a pretty good argument for that as well. Certainly, everything has its pros and cons. But when it comes to being a business, small business owner, sales professional, when it comes to business, social media is a fantastic tool. And much to my partner's chagrin, he always laughs when I'm on social media so much. He's like, he feels like you're just playing around on social media. I said, no, I'm actually connecting and doing business. And I know you do a lot of business as well by meeting people online. So yeah, it's something that if you haven't embraced it to date because of your personal, maybe negative feelings towards it, I would say, jump in. The water's fine. Now's as good a time as it's ever going to be to kind of get familiar with it. And there again, I'll mention this really quick too, and I'll let you talk. I can go on and talk about social media forever. But there's a lot of privacy tools and privacy settings within all of these different platforms. So if you're concerned, which I understand totally, if you're concerned about not wanting to maybe share certain pictures or certain facets, let's be honest, of your life in a business sense, you can, there again, with just a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of playing around and tutorials, you can actually set your privacy settings so you can kind of segment it out so that maybe your prospect doesn't see your newborn baby pictures. It's not hard, I promise, to set those kind of things up so you can really keep some lines right in the sand if you want to. Now, some people want to open up their entire life, and that's cool too,
Absolutely. Another question, I guess, that I've always had is, I had a personal page. When I became a realtor, I started a business page. Yep. What is your opinion about that? Should we have personal pages? Should we have business pages? Should we have both? How do you feel people that are kind of getting into the market now on social media, what should they use? What's your opinion?
That's a very good question. And it's a very common question or common, thought or concern that people have, like you mentioned, especially if you're kind of a new thing for you in business. As you mentioned, you have 2 pages, and there are a lot of features, extra tools, analytics, meaning that you can see more about who's commenting, or you can read comments on either page, but you can kind of get more intel, behind the scenes kind of intelligence on your business page as just one little difference. There's a lot of differences between what you can do and what capabilities are on your personal page versus your business page. So it really comes down to how much you want to post, right? And what kind of pages you want, what kind of presence you want to put out there to the marketplace. Anymore, and I'm sure anyone watching this would agree, anymore a consumer, someone that's going to potentially buy your product or service, when they're looking for you, I dare say they almost expect you to have some sort of a presence on Facebook, Instagram, one of these platforms, if not both, in a business sense, I mean. So if you don't have it, it's almost kind of, people kind of look at you like, are you trying to, not be seen, right? I mean, I don't know if that's the way I feel when I look up, especially some certain businesses, real estate being one of them. As you're a successful real estate agent, if someone's looking to potentially hire you to list their house, they want to see that you're out there. They want to be able to see that you can be found. Why? Well, especially in real estate, because they want to know that when they hire you to sell their house, that you're going to be putting their house out there to the marketplace, right? It's showing pictures and videos and really helping them to get the best price possible. So, so you can do both. There's no wrong or right. I like to say that whatever you do, if you choose to have both a personal page and a business page, you just want to make sure that on your business page that you're not just selling all the time. And you do a great job of that. By not just talking about, hey, hire me, come visit my store, come visit my restaurant. If it's only going to be just commercials that you're running, that you're posting on your business page, no one wants to see commercials 24/7, right? You want to learn more there again, behind the scenes about your business. Why should I hire you? How did you get into the business, right? You want to show your personality a little bit. And that's the cool thing about social media, is you have that opportunity to show a little bit about what makes you tick, and you get to show you the more personal side of you and your business. So yeah, there's no wrong or right, but I think it's and now, as I'm thinking about it, you can go online where you couldn't years ago. Now, if you don't understand something, you can Google it. You can go on YouTube and learn and figure it out, even if it seems like it would be difficult. Most of these platforms, especially the big guys, the Facebook and Instagram, they make it pretty turnkey. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, you tell me. You've done yeoman's work you've really jumped in, and you're doing quite a bit on social media. Don't you feel like the more you're doing, it's kind of, you figure it out, it's kind of easier the more you do?
I believe so. I felt like it was very uncomfortable. I was not really into social media to begin with. And it was just interesting how the tools that they have, I know you've shared some really good tools that make it easier to make things look so professional. Another fear that I think a business owner has is exactly that it has to be so perfect, so professional all the time. And then you don't come across authentic and real.
Yes.
We're all real, we're all learning. And so I think the more you use it, the more comfortable you are with the social media.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, and somebody, like you said, like yourself, who really cares about the details and cares about things being perfect, which is great, which is why you're a successful professional. Those same things can be almost like your Achilles heel, because it's like counterintuitive. The more authentic and just like you said, real that you are, the better that your content is going to land with your audience, with the people that you're connected with. Because we all have real stuff going on, right? And that's what people do business with, people that they know and that they like. And that likability factor really comes through on social media. And you're not going to be everything to everyone either. So that's the other thing. You don't have to be so generic that you appeal to every single person. First of all, it's impossible. It's impossible, right? But no matter who you are, there's going to be somebody that doesn't like your stance on this, or the way you say this, or do that. So number one, it's impossible. And number two, as many people that might not like you because you off the cuff said a funny joke and it didn't land with somebody well, just as many people that didn't like that comment or as many people that'll love that comment. And that's the exact reason that they're going to call you, right? They're like, I like that girl's sense of humor. So it's all kind of fun, but yeah, like like you said, you've done a great job of playing around with all the tools and jumping in, and yeah, it's kind of fun, really. I mean, I think we all have a creative side, and you certainly do. But even people who are watching that maybe aren't, creative minded, they think they aren't. Once you get in there, it's kind of fun. I have one of my clients who said he's like, oh, I'll never do any of those editing, use any of those goofy filters and all that good stuff. And now I actually am like, every post doesn't have to have 50 different emojis. Every single thing, he's got like 20 filters layered on top of each other. I'm like, he's out of control, but he's having fun with it. It's kind of funny, Anyway, and speaking of that, I know we have to go in a second, but I want to squeeze this in right now. I super encourage everyone to connect with you and your pages, because you just post some really great stuff and encouraging stuff as well. And you also post some great tips when it comes to real estate. So I'm a fan of your pages. So I hope that I definitely encourage everyone to connect or to follow you on your pages.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. It's been really wonderful to learn about the social media, and we'll definitely have another conversation to kind of delve a little more into this. I wanted you to share, do you have any pages as well, which I know you do, that our guests can connect with you on?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. One of the benefits of having an unusual name, I hated it when I was growing it up, having a boy's name that was spelled unusual. Now I like it, because if you Google me, you'll find all sorts. If you Google Tobi Moyle, you'll find all my pages. You can't run from me then. So yeah, I would love, and I joke, I'd love to connect with people more than for selfish reasons. I love to connect with new people, so that I can, there again, like yourself, Verdelle, so I can support their endeavors, so I can like their pages and follow them and share their content. Social media, regardless of anything we've mentioned to this point, the more that you can connect with new people, hear new ideas, share things, it's really the name, right? Social media, the social word is the most important there. So I encourage you to get outside of your comfort zone maybe a little bit, reach out, connect with new people, and engage, have conversations, comment. That's when it really works well for others, but it also really works well for your own business when you jump in and do all those kind of things. So yeah, I hope people connect with me. And if they do, I will follow them back. How's that?
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. And anyone that sees this post, you're welcome to share the interview as well, and share our information, emails, and tag us if possible. I'm Verdelle Lambert Rice, and this year our wonderful guest is Tobi Moyle.
Great, thank you so much.
Life is a Letter Coaching. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, always great talking to you, Verdelle. Take care.
Take care.